Greetings and welcome to another edition of Psychedelic Television. I'm your host, Mr. Shadow Norstegard, and once again this week we're going to bring you the latest and greatest in psychedelic news, events, music, and entertainment. I'm glad you could join me. Anyone out there, I really appreciate you tuning in, turning on, and dropping some art with me, because the revolution will be televised. And that's what we want to support, you know? We want to have a revolution, a love revolution. Peace and wonderful, I don't know, good feeling vibe. So, tonight we got some music by a friend of mine, Neon Luddite. And we also, once again, I was going to play some music from that German band that I like. It's called AI. I will have to look at what the track's called because I don't. Let's see here. Well, we'll get to that eventually, anyways. Don't we normally start off with some news, if I remember correctly? Yeah. So, as long as I don't get caught in a fractal again. So for this week, I wanted to start off with some news that I thought was some positive and heartwarming thing to hear. Guess what? Support for legal weed is at an all-time high in the United States. And that's pretty remarkable. You look at a lot of that progress since it's been over the 50% point. It hasn't been a whole lot, but it's been in the last recent few years. So I've definitely been noticing a lot more support for the legalization and normalization of smoking marijuana. And it's kind of odd that, actually, let's turn this on just so we can remind people that to tweet in live to us. And I'm going to keep talking about this story. So all three of the news stories, well, I have four actually, but all three of the news stories I have kind of center around pot, which pot isn't necessarily the main psychedelic, and it's just that it happens to be getting a lot of support. And I think through people realizing that the government's kind of been bullshitting us for a long time, that maybe there's some legitimacy to these other things that we've been told are just evil and, oh, you can never touch that. That's just, I used to believe that shit. When I was a kid, I remember one of my friends when I was 13 offering me a joint, and we were skateboard punks together, and I had this cool Native American friend, and he was a little older. I think he was 15, and he's like, hey, I got a joint. Do you want to try it? And I was like, no way, man. I don't do that stuff. That's bad. It's weird for me to think of that now, but that's the way. I'm going to kind of get this thing off my head here for a second. And yeah, see, I have a little more breathing room. Oh yeah, when I'm doing the news, here, I got a handy. Hey, see, I don't even have to scoot over. So it's at an all-time high. And this is a Gallup poll. This isn't some bullshit poll that I pulled off the internet to prove that I'm right and that my opinions are great. Hey, do you like that my hat's kind of like see-through? I don't know what it is about gray. It's supposed to be black, but it's kind of gray. I think it's kind of cool, kind of psychedelic. Hey, if I turn this on, earlier it was like totally tripping out. Oh, look at that. See, that really is psychedelic television right there. Psychedelic TV dope is for dopes. See, that's what I used to believe. Dope is for dopes. But it really isn't. You know, hugs and drugs. You know, you can have both. So let's go to the next news item. We got the National Cancer Institute recently came out and actually admitted in their research that cancer actually killed, or cannabis actually killed cancer cells. And I went and I snopes this to see what was really going on. And, you know, I like to get a lot of, you know, you hear one side, it's like, it cures cancer. And then you have other sides. Obviously, even though they admitted this, they still come out and say they don't recommend giving it as an inhaled treatment for cancer. It's still not been proven that it's their recommended or ideal treatment for it. But at least it feels like the ground is softening a little bit. They're not just straight out denying science. They're actually starting to have to say, well, and if you actually go on the National Cancer Institute website that deals with cannabis, I have it open. I don't have the exact link. I should put that up there, but they're very, you know, pretty objective about it. You know, it's obviously this is the government and they're doctors and they have a certain side of things, you know, but I think it's cool. They actually had to admit, you know, they act. So that was a cool news story. Here's another one. So my man Snoop Dogg, I act like he's my bro dog, Mr. Snoop Lion or Dizzle or whatever. He has basically started a website that is catered. It's like a tech startup for marijuana, and so I applied. You had to do an early enrollment kind of application thing, and they give you access to sign up for a login. And I don't know what the big deal is, but maybe, you know, because it's not everyone lives in the state of Washington or Colorado and can. Oh yeah. Oh man. I got so used to the whole 2-state thing that I forget there's others now. So yay, Oregon and Alaska. And is there another one? I hope some more in this next election come forward and get this country moving. We need some Bernie Sanders and we need some legal pot in more states. So preferably a red state. Oh yeah, we talked about that last week where Canada legalized. Well, the Prime Minister wants to legalize and regulate and make money for social reasons up in Canada. So let's hope, at least. I don't necessarily agree with how marijuana is being done here in my country and my state. I mean, they have a huge stick up their ass. It's like, okay, you got to show your ID at the door and then at the counter. How do you think I got in here? You got cameras, like what? Oh yeah, that looks cool. Whew. So yesterday it wasn't doing this, just off to the side like that, like some mirror effect. But okay. But yeah, anyway, I got access to this Mary Jane thing, and I'm checking it out. It looks cool, so I advise you to do the same. You know, you can't go wrong with Snoop Dogg. He's the nizzle. And then, of course, I could not go an episode without talking about my beloved maps. Oh, see, I'm getting mentions on Twitter and my phone's buzzing. It's cool. What do we got here? At Psychedelic TV, support for legal weed remains high. Yes, it is. It's at an all-time high. Yes. I love that guy, too. Yeah, I got some good friends. But let's get, you know, and I think all of us kind of support what this group is doing. And if you can't read that, you know, It should show up all right, but it's a multidisciplinary association for psychedelic studies. It's MAPS, maps.org. These guys are great. Um, a lot of the movies and films that I watch that are related to psychedelic chemicals and research usually has a shout out to these guys, or these guys are involved like directly. So um, I have nothing but like utmost respect for what they do. It's a lot more admirable, I think, than just going on the internet and kind of blabbing your face like I do. But I have a good time, and this is all supposed to just be entertainment, folks. I'm not going to do a disclaimer. It's entertainment. Um, but yeah, support these guys. Maps.org. Go check it out. There's lots of cool information, and you're going to get a very smart, objective approach to the information you get. These guys are doing things by the books because that's the way it has to be done in order to move ahead. Because our government doesn't fuck around, people, and there's a lot of red tape and bullshit they've had to cut through to even do what they're doing. So let's move on. Let's see. Don't we normally do a song after the news? Yeah? I'm getting a so I like that. I don't like that my computer crashed, so now. Oh yeah? Sweet. So yeah, I think it's time for music now that the news is over. So I got some cool stuff. So I have this friend, I've known this guy since we were like best buddies in first grade and stuff. And I think he moved away in second grade or something like that. But he moved back. I'm going to get that white thing off there. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Actually, that was kind of cool. Wait. Whoosh. Oh, see, check this out. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Nonsense. So yeah, I have a friend named Joey, and I think he lives in LA right now. He's lived in Portland and stuff, and I went to one of his art shows when I first moved up to Seattle. But he has a kind of his solo instrumental project called Neon Luddite, and he gave me a track today, and it felt like I need a little more Halloweeny stuff because I do tend to play a lot of upbeat shit, and even one of the tracks I'm going to play tonight is very upbeat, so, but not the one from him. So without further ado, I'm going to get this queued up and deader. All right, I got to make sure I'm ready. Okay. Let's get that. You're going to know to tweet me in. And you two guys there, I love you guys, just so you know. And I'm going to bring Twitter back up in just a second. So, yeah, there we go. It's back up. And I want to make sure. Yeah. All right. Let's get me off of there, huh? All right. All right. So, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a friend of mine. It's pretty awesome. Um, that was our phase one of our music portion. I'm gonna get the little. Hey, I'm Shadow of the Emerald City. Don't look behind the green curtain. I literally am in the Emerald City, and there is a big green curtain behind me that you're not supposed to look at. But see, watch this. It's gone. It's gone. Where'd it go? So I kind of like the trippiness. Let's. I'm a sucker for tracers. I don't know what it is. So yeah, you know, at this point, I'm not. I think it's marijuana time. Well, let's. I'm feeling a little parched. So you know what that means? It's time for Manny's. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Manny's Pale Ale. It quenches the thirst. Only available from Georgetown Brewing Company and not available in bottles. But you know what's killer? You're gonna pay $5 for a pint of beer in a fine drinking establishment, and you can go to Manny's, get a growler as long as you keep bringing the jug back. Rinse it out real good, bring it back. It's only $7 for big old jug growler of it. So it works out to be quite economical if you're a fan of lager. So, and I am a fan, at least of this one. I've grown quite picky of drinking. Nectar of the gods. It certainly is. Oh. Now that is good. Mm. I should cheer all you folks. I think it's a German thing, Susan taught me that if you're going to cheers people, you have to look them in the eye. So I'm going to look right in the camera. Clink, clink. Did you look me in the eye? Because it's 7 years of bad sex if you don't. And you know what? Every time I cheers now, I look people in the eyes because, it connects you with people a little bit. Why just give a random cheers for nothing? Yeah, woo! I'm drunk. Woo! Yeah, that's not cool. So, yep. So we're gonna, you know, I love having. Yeah, I didn't even used to use Twitter. I've had a Twitter forever, and I still don't really like it, but it's great for this. So, I'm glad a lot of you have Twitters. I don't even know how to refer to it. I'm glad you have Twitters. It's like when my mom, when I was a teenager, she's like, "Shadow, are you smoking the pot again? The pot?" I, I wonder if I've teased her about that lately, or if I've never even teased her about it. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to. Oh no, if I'm gonna drink, we need to get to some. No, I need to. After taking a drink, I need to smoke some weed. So, all right. So guess what? I got a gram of some pot today, and it's by this Buddy Boy Farms. I got it at Ganja Goddess. See, I just really want to deliver the recreational experience for people, like how just kind of relaxed it is, and that I actually do it too. I don't always go to a certain store or whatever, but and I'm not getting paid or even endorsed by Ganja Goddess. I'm just saying where I got it. So this is oh, you can't even see that shit. Anyways, Buddy Boy Farms. It's called Sativa Bliss. And as you know, I'm a sativa fan. I don't need sleepy time pot. I guess it's good to have. It's just a nice solid green. What's that, baby? I'm gonna start taking the pot. I was taking the pot. I like to take the pot, and I'm gonna take some right now. So, Buddy Boy Farms, I salute you. You make a good fine herb for smokerage. Hmm. It's very tasty. I don't know why it almost had like a cinnamon. Maybe that's just my pipe. Had a cinnamony aftertaste on that one. See, I would recommend that. Oh boy. All right. Is that? So that wraps up at least the marijuana smoking part. Oof. See, I'm kind of a lightweight, to be honest with you. I try to hang with the big dogs, but some of you dabbers, oh man, you guys could dab me silly. I couldn't even, I would just be completely retarded. And I know I'm not supposed to say that word, but I'm going to. So now it's time for events. It's one of my favorite parts. This is where I kind of talk about what's going on, at least in my local region. And if I was getting booked outside of this region, maybe I would definitely be sharing that. But I'm pretty much a Seattle guy for the most part. Not necessarily by choice all the time. It would be fun to travel more, but it kind of sucks too. So it takes a lot of your time. And when you have a sweet, beautiful girlfriend, you don't always want to be away from her. So what's that? So events. Guess what is coming up? So they started this thing. Believe it or not, it was just a dude started it as like, oh, I think it'll be a fun party, and they reserved the rebar. So I don't know if anyone who's been to rebar, it's not huge. It can accommodate 300 or so tops. I don't know. It's a great place. I love the rebar. I've performed there many times. So, excuse me. Yeah, Manny's just made me burp. So now this Bernie has so many supporters that like 2.4. Oh yeah, it's like 2.4 thousand people claim they want to go to this. Something like that. Something ridiculous. And those people are not going to fit into the rebar. So I was wondering that myself. I started seeing, 900 people, several weeks ago. 900 people are going to fit into the rebar, huh? I'm probably just going to hang out outside, maybe. But I don't know. So now it's not just going to be at rebar. It's going to be, there's a club right in the same vicinity called Kremwerk. And, was it going to be somewhere else too? Oh, I think I have it here. Please pardon me while I pull up. 3 days. No, it's just going to be, I think it's going to just be at Rebar and Kremwerk. There is going to be live bands during one of these. So to name off some of the artists, on the 28th is going to be Natural Magic, Riz Rollins, High and Tight DJs, Khadijah Streets, False Prophet DJs, Rob Noble, Jason Justice, Michelle Rocca, Adlib, and Nick Carroll, Second Nature. So that one's going to rock. That was the one I said, I'm interested in going to that one, on 11/4. So they've extended it out to November now. They have live music featuring Tangerine, Mazur, Brandon Daniel and the Sheiks, Marmalade, Fauna Shade, Versing, Golden Gardens, Richie Dagger's Crime, and the Spider Ferns. So, and then finally, there is a hip hop, R&B, house, and techno night on the 11th of November. We're looking at the Physics, Gifted Gab, Sassy Back of the Satisfaction, WD4D, Pazner, Michael Manahan, Ramiro, and Gene Lee. So apparently Bernie's got a lot of support going, and the way you get into these events is you donate to Bernie Sanders, because he doesn't want to just take huge campaign sums, so he would rather get it from each one of us. So go donate and bring your receipt, and you will get in. So that's what these parties are about. It's about supporting Bernie. It's not about making a shit ton of money. So, because that's not what Bernie's about. And that's one of the reasons I love that man. So let's move on to the next one. So that's sort of an event, but it kind of ties into politics a little bit for me. The next event is I'm actually playing at this event. It's was I not talking enough into here? Yeah. We'll see. So on All Hallows Eve, Saturday, October 31st. Previously on AMC's The Walking Dead. It's so ominous. Anyway, these aren't all the artists that are going to be there, but these are some of my homies. And obviously I'm going to give a shout out to some of the guys that I've worked with, and but this is at the FCTRY. It's an event space in kind of Soto. I believe it's in Soto, kind of Georgetown area. Let me see if I got that up there, because I want to give this some space too, because it's not every day you get to go watch psychedelic television and actually do live visuals. I guarantee it's usually a lot more exciting than my TV show, because I have to do this live. I don't have to do this live, but for me it's a lot more fun, because it's like, hey, what the fuck's going to happen? I don't know. It kind of puts you on the spot, like, yes. I'm going to do a show. So, see, I didn't have all of these open. I try. I have several windows open here. And I was actually going to have the screen sharing thing so you could actually go and check out the Snoop website. But you guys can do that on your own. I'm just trying to be crafty and stuff. So, yeah, so at this event, it's 2020 Airport Way South. So it's a 2-room music showcase. You should see this place. They actually shoot photography and films in there. It's a great space. Big open room. And there's a second huge room. So there's 2 rooms. We're going to rock it. We got all kinds of different genres and styles for you. Not only that. So never forget that events are not just about the DJs, and certainly not about the visuals, but everything has to synergize. And what makes a good party is having really exciting performances, really exciting artwork, really exciting people sharing, like a community of people that share their gifts with everyone. And actually, I think that's probably the main thing that this party is going to be. I know there's going to be aerialists. There's going to be a multimedia art showcase. And I'm doing visuals in the second room, and my colleague Scott Sun, who runs Tracer Visuals, he's going to be handling the other room. So you're going to have 2 rooms of visuals. You're going to have a gallery with artwork by Elena Escobedo and Jess Bruels. We got some performance acts, aerial showcase featuring Melody Ann, Magic Muse Collective, Zepto Space. Whoa, I know those guys. Those guys are rad. Featuring Jenny Huang, and Sangha Brown. And there will be a fire showcase. So I apologize if I murder anyone's names. I can't contact everyone and do this ahead of time. Did I say who's playing at this yet? Honey, did I? No, that's not everyone. So let me just. It's going to be Michael Manahan, Luke Mandala. It's his birthday set. Bert and Chewy, also known as Rob Noble and Zachariah. Recess, Gene Lee, Rhines, Cosmo, Cloak, Pennywide Pupils, Jelly Fist, Kinjo, and Agate. Agate? What's that? Oh, Sidecar. What's that? Sidecar Tommy DJ set from. Oh, yeah, that was at the top. So to top it off, I don't know why I didn't have that as the main thing, but Sidecar Tommy DJ set from Beats Antique. So it's going to be rad. Oh my God, there's more down here. There's a clown shoe art car, House of Mirrors, palmistry booth, your family's living room, time travel. I mean, think about all this stuff. We're going to travel time. Okay? So, of course, it's 21 and up, as most things are. But check it out. Check it out on Facebook. It's called Manifest. So, let's go on. I think I have one last one. And then it's time to get either to some music or, yeah, I think it's music time again. But last event. Ooh, yeah. See, I'm still trying to figure out Twitter because it still shows up like some of my friends just posts. But hey, it's supporting them, so. He believes in IPA, and I used to. It's not really. I'm more obviously the Manny's Pale Ale guy, but no, it's a pale ale. It's not an Indian pale ale. India pale ale. So I'm getting a little ahead, but I want to start building up some excitement for this because look at these two acts here. And this is the Hot Wired crew. You know those guys always bring it. So we're going to take over Rebar. And yours truly is going to be doing visuals at this as well. So, I selfishly kind of promote the events that I'm doing, but it also happens to be a lot of the psychedelic events. So imagine that. We got Perfect Stranger and Atmos. And I've done visuals with Perfect Stranger twice now, and this guy is rad. Like I like his style. I'm a big fan of progressive psy. I just like the groove and the, it's like you can feel it moving, you feel it build, break down. It's just a nice chugging groove, I guess. Maybe it's kind of boring for some people. I don't know. I fucking love it. So December 4th at Rebar. I really hope you guys check this out. It's called Esoterra 2. The Hot Wired guys apparently had Atmos way back, several years ago, and they're bringing them back. So this is going to be exciting. I'm thrilled to be a part of this, and that's why I'm promoting it. So check it out, okay? All right, I think we're going to get to our last song now. And then, oh yeah, you got to hear this news flash. See, you got to check out YouTube Shadow, which you probably already are a Psychedelic Network. All right. Oh, I forgot to turn the sidebar on that one. All right, so this next band, I think I played them last week. They're called AI. And they're out of Dusseldorf, Germany. Maybe I'm not saying that right. What? Dusseldorf? Dusseldorf? Yeah, I'm American, and we pronounce things real pretty like. So I don't want to be like that. But yeah, I enjoy their music. It's sort of it's not. This is definitely different than my buddy's music. I have to kind of scramble to find music sometimes, but I like this one. It's definitely peppy and upbeat, and we're gonna get to this. So, thanks again for coming to the Halloween edition. Let's get this music rolling. Helps if the mic's on. Where's my mouse? No. So just in case you didn't notice that was a long ass song, but it was fun. I definitely a lot, a lot of variety here on psychedelic television, and I'm the man in front of the emerald curtain. Dun 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 dun. Hey, I'm big now. See? Let's do this. Oh no, what's going on here? Whoa! See? Groovadelic, right? So anyways, that's kind of our show today. I'm really glad that once again you tuned in for this 6th and spookacular edition of Psychedelic Television, because I enjoy seeing you. Even though I really don't see you, I know you're out there. Like, I do see you, And I want to see you. I want to see you keep coming back. It's a lot of fun. I hope it's fun for you. I'm doing my best. I'm kind of a strange cat, but to say the least, probably. Oh yeah, I think I can take the song title off. So in case you didn't get that was AI, and here was the other song. Well, yeah, here you go. So this was the first song. It wasn't nearly as long, so I just want to make sure he gets the same recognition, because I like it. Oh yeah. So thank you for coming, and happy Halloween. My girlfriend loves Halloween. Do I? Wait. Oh, I didn't even put up. No, it doesn't matter now. So yeah. Good night, farewell, and Muahahaha. I'll see you in a few days. I would have done this on Halloween, but you got to do it when you got to do it. And you got to do it. Oh my God, it's getting spooky. It's getting dark. Oh my God, I'm actually in the middle of the camera now. Do I dare turn this mic off? I don't think so. No, not yet. So who puts on this production? I wonder. Oh my God, there he is. Oh, associate producer. Who's that? Hey, there's music. And I hope I did the music. I hope, because the name of the track I got was just blank face, all lowercase and together. So I don't know if that was. But yeah. Okay. Good night.